Prepare for battle. Walk to my sword. Your armor won't save you.
Your armor won't save you.
Your armor won't save you.
We may be in for a fight!
Did you make sure that no one from the Queen's entourage was following your trail? Beware her spokespeople. And if you're acting on her behalf, be gone and perish! The first time I saw her was years ago, when night fell over Brockmiala, and the gatherers had already fallen into a peaceful slumber. Then, the first sign appeared, a harbinger of what was to come. The mist. thicker than ever before. Will finally, from the milky shroud suspended between the earth and the sky, an unexpected procession emerged, led by... Along with the mist came stinging troubles. The Queen issued a decree. That's right. Troubles are like bee stings. Man swells from them, and later on, he doesn't even resemble a human. The most important thing is that both Brock and Brockmiala were protected. Yes. It's the attire of many families from Brockmiala. It protected them, just like it protected me. But I can't give it to you. It shields me from the Queen's gaze. I am invisible to her. No one wants to be noticed by her. Depends on who's asking. Do you bring trouble? Or are you in need? No, I can't hear any buzzing from... You don't know what you're doing here yourself. And you are looking for answers. Or the right questions. My name is Brock. If you need something to shield yourself from evil... Of course. Go ahead. Choose something. I hope your protective beads won't get much...
Take an invitation. The Queen. Her word. The highest law. I am a servant.
That's a question better suited for Merlin if he was still around. I always thought it was where his druids got drunk and danced naked in the moonlight. He was terribly offended when I said that. Gave me an entire lecture about the delicate balance of life and death, how they are intertwined within nature. That, he claimed, was what the Cromlechs were meant to be. The heart of their power. A place where it could be harnessed and cultivated. Still, he never invited me to any of their celebrations. He always did hate when I was right.
Please, state your... Again? You really like killing, don't you? I see that Silent Cilia has finally been shut up for good. She earned that moniker because she liked to silence travelers by slitting their throats. Well, I hope she met the same fate. I wonder what it sounds like when a blade pierces the trachea. Anyway, the reward is yours. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Do you keep bandits' I can't believe you actually did it. A blade buried in that giant body. I can only imagine what a sight that was. Here, take your reward. And please accept Camelot's official gratitude. You've truly done a great service for the capital. Go chop off some heads.
Just another peaceful moment. Boom!
You need something. Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down it. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends, there was just nothing left to find, or so the record. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, but no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you. You know where to find me if you come across any more. There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go... People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beak. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a... I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and
Be careful out there.
buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off. Orla thinks having the Dalriata here will be good for business. But whose business, I ask? I bet all those old codgers have already buried their coin purses. They're so scared they'll get robbed. Give it a week, and they'll forget where they hid them. Where does that bloody Brendan has ruined me with this? Pursue potential customers. Listen here, pal. Clearly you don't understand how trading... I've no idea where you come from. But here, it's the potential customer who needs to pursue the vendor. And that vendor decides to sell to... It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people here do you think are offering to exchange goods for coins? I'll tell... Yeah, Orla. A woman merchant from the keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just... I wouldn't mind knowing that myself. She stole a lucrative business contract out from under me and my family. Then made herself at home. Everyone's always yammering about Timberwall. Timber this, timber that. Bugger them all. Remember, good business? I just told you. A business contract. It's an agreement. Two sides. One sell. Sometimes you can also exchange material goods. A barter trade. But anyway, it fell through. The captain'd rather deal with that woman. Good riddance to him. Yes, Connacht. From a merchant family, to be specific. Though I've always wanted to join the royal... But I broke my leg. Badly enough that I couldn't travel anymore. After the accident, I was stuck at home, sitting on my ass and looking after the books. It was driving me crazy. Not what... When that contract I told you about fell through, I stayed here for a bit. Lost track of... My brother got worried, so he came looking for me. I told him I'm not going back, and... So he said we might as well do business here then. He helped me set up the shop. You've never heard of them? They're a guild of explorers. Dating back, they travel across Avalon, documenting all the lost and forgotten... That's what LSA and I dreamed of. Oh yeah? Maybe you wouldn't know a good thing if it bit you? I swear, people these days. Well, a friend from back home. We'd run around Connacht, drawing maps of every corner we could find. And on the farms, LSA insisted on my mother used to get on my ass for wasting so much paper and charcoal. She got in with the geographers, started running errands for them. Well, said some things I shouldn't have. You know how it goes. We stopped talking, and then she left. First thing I did when I arrived was ask the locals what this village is called. And they just said, wait for it, there's also a sunken village nearby. So I asked them what that one was called, and they... So I asked what it was called before it was flooded, and they told me. The village... How do you even work with that? Long enough to know what sells. Not that I'd mind having a wider selection of goods, you know. Some more options on offer. But people here don't need much, so what you see is all I have. Then there's the refugees. For now, I guess they're good business. Sooner or later, they'll run out of money. They don't have any way to earn it since they'll get kicked out, or they'll just leave and not come back.
What do you want? Who are you? Brendan's back, and now we're tied to the Dalrot. Huh. Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that...
Hold your ground, men. To your hovel, coward! Show yourself! We'll have your head on a pike! Gotcha!
Check it out. They did it. Somebody did it.
Impossible.
See, someone's here.
Damned morons.
Nobody could be stupid enough to actually fall for this.
And yet...
Hey, you there. We can't exactly see you because, you know, we're dead. But we can sense that you're here, so...
Congratulations! You've made it to the sacred site of knowledge!
Is that what we call it? I can't believe this shit. And he actually fell for it. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Traveller, the knowledge you seek, the knowledge we druids decided to share with you is that...
You can kiss our dead magical asses and get the hell back to wherever you came from. Now scram.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They always need answers, don't they?
Right.
What did you expect? A monster fight? Some grand artifact to carry you back home? No monsters here. At least none you can fight.
Yeah, you people and your treasures.
You remembered to take something with you.
Not really.
Here. Here's your artifact.
You must carry it with you at all times, or else. I can't. I just can't. Yeah. Now scrap.
What do you think? Do I look like a mystic to you? A shaman? A village witch? I don't think so. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more to worry about. If you're looking for answers about things like this, you should consult the literature on the subject. Though, I can't say I'd recommend it. Yes? How did it go? Bastards! If this is how they behaved when they were all still alive, it makes more and more sense that people got fed up with them. But I don't get it, you know? Think about it. You have all this knowledge. You're practically a god among men, and yet you treat them like this. Why wouldn't you let the chosen few in on the secret? Why wouldn't you share the mystical arts? Or even just let them observe? How are we supposed to figure these things out for ourselves? It would have been beneficial for all of us if their writings, their rituals, and their deeds weren't written in code. If they were easier to understand. Mistletoe? Really? They gave you mistletoe? Useless junk, and a parasite to boot. Really nice way of proving their point that we're unworthy of their knowledge. What? Changed? Changed how? Is it bad? Oh no. No, no, no. This is not good. Shit. We already have the undead, the weirdness, and the Del Rita to worry about. We don't need yet another problem on our hands. Besides, it's a known druidic site. What if news of something happening there reaches the Red Priests? They are ruthless in pursuing any remaining druids. If they find out about my interests, I'll be done for. Look, it's a small keep. People here know everything about each other. And I tend to... I don't even know. Maybe I told somebody about my peculiar interests. Maybe not. But even... Oh, is it? Don't think I won't tell them exactly who conducted that ritual, and you won't be able to lie and say it was me. We don't do anything, because I still can't leave the keep. You need to find a druid and make him reverse this somehow. 2, actually, but they're nothing. Maybe the other keepers have seen something. Dan's been patrolling the walls lately, though I doubt any druid would be foolish enough to hide this close to Whatever you decide, good luck. Please let me know when it's done. Otherwise, I won't be able to focus. I figured it out! The mistletoe! Oh, how could I have been so... They weren't laughing at me, do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. Mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations, why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realize that if everything goes well, it has minimal... Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed... And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine... It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical art, it's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree we always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. Yes, it's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more. The trick is, we need to learn to see it. Ah, this is my new quest. Thank you.
You're back! How's the remedy? Thank you! I'll finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
Did you do it yet? And you followed... That's impossible. There wasn't even any spell working. God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good cleansing can't fix. I guess I could, but what's in it for me? Now you're talking. Right. If you don't mind, I'll take my payment up front. Splendid. Meet me at the Cromlech. I will need your assistance with the ritual. Sustaining all life. Air around me, inspiring all life. Fire above me, infusing all life. Water within me, soothing all life. Bring deep peace to this sacred...
You have no right to be here. Do you really think you can cleanse the great Cromlech with your filthy soul? Pathetic.
Who do you think you are? My soul will do just fine, arrogant wretch.
You'd know a thing or two about arrogance, wouldn't you, Dреста? I see you haven't changed one bit.
Knowing my name doesn't give you any right to claim familiarity with me.
Oh, I know more than just your name. After all, you once called me your little sprout. I was only a child when you left, but I remember you well. I remember the pain and sadness you caused. I even tried writing to you, begging you to come back, hoping it would make everything better. How stupid I was.
Iona? Is it really you? By the gods. What have you done to yourself?
Me? What have I done? To myself? No, this is all your fault. And you shouldn't put any faith in this one, unless you want to be stabbed in the back. It's just what he does. He ruins things. My life, my mother's life, for whom we're all just a means to an end. How on earth did you, of all people, escape the child conclave? Why did it have to be you, you worthless traitor?
No matter what you think of me, I will not apologize for surviving.
You bloody well should. He killed my mother. He used her, stole her knowledge, and then made her into a showpiece for him and his druid friends to gossip about. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Red Priests to our home.
That's nonsense. I would never.
Nonsense? And how do you think they found us? The druids wanted nothing to do with my mother until you came along. What difference does it make? My mother was special, and he was a nobody. The bastard pretended to love her, and then just left, discarded us both like we meant nothing. Mother was heartbroken, even more so when she found out that her beloved made a name for himself at her expense. When the Red Priests came, she didn't even put up a fight. She was a Bandrui, one of the few women in history who completed the Druidic rite of passage. But instead of being celebrated, she was vilified. The other Druids detested her for merely existing. She led a very lonely life, until Drast came along. He was the first one to approach her as a fellow Druid, curious about her achievements. Except that was also a damn lie.
It wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I just wanted to meet her.
Shut up! Stop lying! I wanted to be like my mother. To stop feeling so helpless. But I failed the ritual. I was too angry, too desperate, and too focused on getting revenge on my so-called stepfather. It quickly overwhelmed me. I ended up like this.
Foolish girl. Your mother was exceptional. Just because you're her daughter doesn't mean you could succeed.
If only you were there so I could ask you. But you weren't, because you left us. Sadly, it does. But there's a different way to do it. I managed to salvage some of my mother's work about the rite of passage. She believed that a failed ritual could be completed with a human sacrifice. A life for a life.
Don't do this, Iona. It will ruin you. Please, you can't let her. There must be something else that can be done.
Oh, you care now. Pathetic. You can stop pretending, Drast. We both know it's not me you're worried about. I don't mean you. Drast should pay. I want justice for me and for my mother. I want him to pay for it. Fine. Then I'll do it myself. I need these stones drenched with blood. His or yours, it makes no difference. I will be free again.
Despite everything Iona told you, you still stood by me. Why? Most of it, yes. I am not proud of what I've done, but I never thought the consequences would be so dire. Sorsha, Iona's mother, was a marvel. True rarity in our lifetime. Female druids are a fascinating subject. Yet in most druidic circles, they were treated like nature's mistakes instead of our rightful sisters. I wanted to be different. I wanted to approach her like an equal, and maybe understand how she'd managed to become one of us. Sorsha was happy to finally meet a fellow druid who didn't look at her with disgust. She'd accumulated a vast amount of knowledge, and she shared it with me. Delighted to have someone to discuss things with. We grew close, became lovers. I even tried to be something of a father figure for Iona, although I always felt like she never fully trusted me. Clever girl, my little sprout. Because I realized I was growing complacent. A family, a house, a wee garden. It wasn't what I was meant for. I was supposed to be pursuing knowledge, proving to everyone how wrong they were about everything. But I couldn't face Sorsha and admit to it all. So I just left. As for what happened afterwards, I just wanted to share my discoveries with the others. But somehow it made Sorsha even less of a person in their eyes. No, I didn't. After the charred conclave, the world became a terrifying place. All I cared about was my own survival. I didn't even spare a thought for Sorsha and Iona. I don't want to talk about it anymore, please. dryad. A phenomenon that occurs when a female candidate doesn't complete the rite of passage. As you saw, they are extremely powerful, yet they are cursed to remain more or less tied to the site of the ritual. I can't help but wonder if the solution Iona discovered would have worked as she claimed. It's not ideal, obviously, but it would still have been a breakthrough. Was she? Obviously, I can't be blamed for what happened at the Charred Conclave, but I was the one who put her mother in danger. I had a hand in leading the priests straight to their home. Iona couldn't forgive me for that, and I won't forgive myself either. But did it have to end like this? I'm sorry, but if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone now.
There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there? The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this. But who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying? Apparently, I don't challenge myself enough. And maybe they're not wrong. The thing is, the keep isn't always like this. We're not... Yes, you have to sacrifice things, like having a family. But the other... Just look at Marg, our hunter. Even now, he comes and goes as he pleases. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should accept the truth. I prefer staying inside these walls. I wish I could be more, but I also need to feel safe. Now that's... all right, fine. That's not entirely unfounded, but still... I've been in contact with the guild since my time in Camelot. They promised me that if someone ever came to the south, they'd reach out. Taranis showed up with the Dalriata, and I managed to meet him just before the captain, or let's just say he wasn't exactly impressed with any... No, of course not. Well, technically, look, it's not that simple. The guild, it doesn't matter if you're Dalriata or Camelotian. We, I mean they, are united by one goal. That's kind of you to say, but honestly, he was right. I do love experimenting. Useful, sure, but it lacks that certain... With the rest of the Dalriata? I'm not sure. He did mention coming here to hunt some creature, but I was too busy. Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my days. Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind a little. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting closer to grasping it. The Alchemists Guild, of course, but who cares? Taranis is...
Blessings upon you. Certainly. May Kai...
Sweet all-mother, is he still whining about that contract? I want it fair and square. Besides, if you ask me, it's all just posturing. He might have lost the contract for trading with the keep in an official capacity. It means I don't just run this stand, I also handle orders. It's a good deal, I won't lie. But it requires a lot of running around. I don't have time. Look, Heffen may seem dim, but I'm not saying he lost on purpose, because I doubt that. But he didn't have to slink back. He's got his little stall in the village, and he lords over it like a grouch that he is. He fits right in with the rest of those old codgers. Plus, all in all, I'd say he's doing quite... Keep your head down and your purse tighter.
There's nothing for you here, Wanderer. The doors are closed. And if I couldn't open them, you won't either. Tyrannus of the Thoid tribe, Dalriata. And you? Likewise. Great minds think alike. And apparently they're drawn to the same places. If you're set on going further, you'll need every bit of life force you have. A curse for killing a member of the Thoid tribe could take half of it. I thought that since you're here, you'd know what lies behind these stone doors. Many have tried. I thought I was worthy, but I've been camped here for 3 moons. There's no life for me outside this cave. If I can't get through, this is where my story ends. This is my destiny, one I chose for myself, but my strength is fading. This isn't how I want. Words are precious. We weave spells with words. It is death and magic. It draws its power from the ancient mist. Of those who went hunting, look for the mist, and in the mist, for they say its feet don't touch the ground. Though those are the words of them. We call them the Mist Bearers. Everyone from Thoid wants to face one of those wraiths, and I'd love to get my hands on one of their corpses. Those are priceless and can be useful. If you manage to slay the Mist Bearer, I'll pay you in gold for everything you bring back. At least I'll get something out of this. Pointless. Then maybe I'll invite you to further collaboration. Return alive and you'll find out. Good luck, Wanderer. May fate be kinder to you than... What do you require? May my... What's on your... May my... Even you did it. Impressed. I wish I'd been the one to face the Mistbearer, but I bow to the one who managed to slay it. Excellent. And here's your reward. The guild never stopped operating. At one point, we chose to work from the shadows, but we never ceased to exist. It wasn't the first time in Avalon's history that a group of ignorant fools, manipulated by politicians, needed a scapegoat. The Druids were the first target, and the plan was for the Alchemists Guild to be next. We preferred to disappear on our own terms, but we still care about the fate of Avalon and its people. Our guild was indeed formed in Camelot, but we fled from there long ago. The Thoid tribe is the only one that doesn't fear magic. The guild saw my potential and invited me into its ranks. What does it matter what he thinks? He has his mission, the tribes have theirs, and I have mine. History is unfolding elsewhere, and the guild intends to secure a place in the front row. It doesn't matter who rules the south. The fate of all Avalon is at stake. If people wish to kill each other in the meantime, the guild won't stand in their way. Yes, I did. With your courage, you've proven yourself a worthy candidate for the ranks of the Alchemists Guild. And to be honest, it's been a long time since I've felt this confident about a new guild member. So, if you're interested, I might have a few assignments for you. What do you say? We seek the spark of life, the primal force that makes existence possible. We believe it holds the key to surviving the inevitable horrors that have already begun. There aren't many of us left, and our ranks remain hidden. You'll meet the others as you advance through the levels of initiation. Sometimes, though, we fall victim to our own secrecy. Some members delve too deeply into their research, or wander into dangerous places, and that often leads to trouble. The weirdness, of course. We know it's the source of all creation in Avalon, but not everyone can handle it. People fear the weirdness, so the weirdness creates nightmares. When we reach the primal source, the spark of life, we hope to tame it enough that it's no longer a threat. I only hope the other members haven't forgotten that this is our mission. Sometimes there are misunderstandings about our lead. Experiments that spiral out of control, or a misinterpretation of the meaning of life itself. You'll understand in time. But first, I'd like you to do some reconnaissance for me. So, what's your choice? We have a valuable member, a researcher of the weirdness named Eckhart from Connacht. A very wise man. I have my own mission to complete, so finding out why he hasn't contacted us falls to you. If something unfortunate has happened to him, at the very least, let's meet at the statue of the Morning Harpist in Connacht. What brings you here? May Mather's strong arm embrace you.
Not much. I never encountered one myself, but I heard stories about them. Mist bearers, like most creatures on this island, emerged from the weirdness. They were always drawn to magic. The Druids believed they fed on it in some way. Merlin forbade his apprentices from hunting them. Druids were too valuable to our war effort to be distracted by such pursuits. And they were meant to carry on Merlin's legacy, should he fall. What became of them after the war, I do not know.
Who goes there? Huh? Did you hear something? Stay sharp. Stay focused. We'll make shit work. Your road ends here.
And? How do you like it here? Why did you have to go and ask, huh? Now, of course we didn't go directly to him, you idiot. We're not stupid enough to approach a Camelot legate in the middle of an occupied village. We're Dalrita.
Moron.
We had contacts. It was an ideal setup. But now it's all going to fall, eh? Ah, so you've met Emery. It's all talk. Don't worry about it.
Do we fight now?
Be quiet. I don't know yet. You wouldn't be asking if you didn't think there was something in it for you. Well, you don't see anything. We might even let you in on a share of the... So, what's it? Be my...
Remain vigilant.
Changed the moment you arrived. What do you need from me? Good. Very good. I assume you've decided to climb further into the guild's ranks then. Are you ready for your next adventure? It's unrelated to your task, but since you're curious, this is the statue of the Morning Harpist, built in the memory of the twin sisters from the court of Sagramore. The former ruler of legend has it that one sister killed the other out of jealousy for her. They also say that if you camp here at night, you might hear the wailing of the wind. But with the weirdness so thick, who'd camp here at night? The inn at Connacht is far more... That's all I know. But if you ever come across the remnants of the royal geographers, they might be able to tell you more. I'd like you to find Calum and bring me his research. He's a former guild member and a cruel man. He took the idea of life as a form of energy a little too much to... We expelled him and cut him off from our resources. But, as you might guess, that didn't slow him down. We don't know the details, but I doubt it's anything good or humane. From what I hear, he's gone completely mad. He always claimed it's the only way to unlock the spark of life, but practicing necromancy is, Personally, I'd like to treat him the way he treats his test subjects. The guild only wants information on what he's doing. It'd be best if you didn't get yourself... The owls are hooting that he's holed up in some hut at the swamps, but knowing that lunatic, he won't be doing his experiments anywhere out in the... What's on your mind? May Mather's strong arm...
Who are you? Are you here to steal my riches? They're mine. I earned them as the favored entertainer of Segramor's court. Oh, but maybe you are one of the courtiers. Did you have fun plotting my demise? Wasn't my name meant to echo far and wide as he promised? Have I really been forgotten? Then I will ensure you share my fate, you thief. It's so calm. I never thought I'd miss peace and quiet. It was always my poor Aideen. What have I gotten us? My sister killed me. I don't think she meant to. I said something stupid and she just got so angry. Truth be told, it was a long time coming. If I were her, I would have slapped myself. It really wasn't her fault that I tripped over that damn... Oh, if you'd asked me while I was alive, I would have been delighted. Modesty was... Why should it have been? I was young, beautiful, and brimming with talent. It all went to my head so fast. Especially when Lord Segramor showed interest in me. My poor sister. They killed her because of me, didn't they? I can sense her gloomy She never minded being alone, but... There's a difference between being alone, and I pushed her into that loneliness. A joke here, a joke there. To her, I wish I could comfort her. Tell her I don't blame her. I hate that they separated us so thoroughly. I hate it even more that... I'm sure she does. Aideen has always been so dramatic. But her anger ebbs and flows. I love that. I'm so tired of being on my own. Despite all those times I wish she'd just leave me alone. Thank you, kind stranger. I'm not sure what I can offer in return, but...
I see the burden you carry, though you hide it well. What brings you here? May Martha...
Greetings, stranger. May the word bless your day. Is there something you need? A warm meal? A place to rest? Or perhaps you're in need of a weapon to bolster your courage as you travel through these dark and troubled lands? I haven't gathered much, but you might find something useful here. At the end of his papacy, the 18th Pope of the Red Church issued the papal bull of calling. It's truly a sacred scripture. I often find myself, out of all the verses, these are the ones that read, "May all those called by the word never be forsaken by it. If your way of the word leads you through thorns and whips, embrace it. If your way of the word is that of a sword, blood and fire, I have been called. So, here I..." Unless my interpretation of the papal bull of calling is wrong, then yes, that's an apt... Therefore, if it's words of comfort you're seeking, I'm afraid you've come to... Certainly, here's what I have.
I can feel your presence, but it's always so dark in here. I can't see very well, even when Caleb brings light. Oh, he's not here. I can't feel him anywhere near the house. He must be in the cave. I think he's been there for a while, but I'm not sure. It's hard to keep track of time here. The one with the plant. We're connected somehow. I can feel its roots digging into the dark. Sometimes I envy it. It feels big. I'm Ely. I used to beg on the street. I hated it. The rain, the cold nights. This is better in some ways. And worse. I don't know. Am I? It sounds... What is a dryad? Will you Oh. Then that's not me. I've never been anything... Until Caleb found me. And not a dryad, I guess. He offered me a job. Said I could stay at his house. At first I didn't agree, but he said all he needed was a housekeeper, since he belonged to some so I said yes. He gave me a hot meal. I remember the floor, glowing. He took some cuttings. It didn't hurt, but it felt strange. Then he waited for the branches to bear fruit. When they finally did, the fruit he took it. After that, the plant in the cave, we're linked. If you... I'd like to be free again. Not Canaan's, even if only for a little while. Not exactly. I've never seen it. It's vast. But it doesn't seem far away. I'm sorry. I can't explain. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Just be careful with the plant. That anger sometimes...
Your soul is diseased. There is something poisoning it. But it isn't the Red Death, is it? I can't sense that in you. Yet I detect a trace of wordness. It looks like your fate was sealed. But then something shifted your life's direction. You're an intriguing one. I am Carla. My loyal helpers. I'm not so proud as to call them worshippers. But if you ask the outsiders, they might say my helpers are just poor souls, bewitched by an evil Pictish witch. Oh, don't believe in superstitions. They're simply grateful because I cured them of the Red Death. Nothing more. Those close to the wordness can be cured. It's a skill known among the Picts. Oh yes. As you can see, the wordness can be a force for good, too. It's such a shame that with the druids gone, we've also lost the hope of fully harnessing this potential. Oh, I'm not quite sure how I do it myself. It seems like the Red Death and the wordness somehow complement each other. The eyes of those afflicted show a unique kind of pain, unlike anything else. Even in those who've recovered, you can still see the vestiges of their suffering. The Red Priests say the Red Death affects both the mind and the body. They are right about that. What spreads through your body is something more. It touches the very essence of one's soul. I'm afraid there's not much that can help with such a condition. Come back again.
have a break.
you crook. Seems we have something to settle. You broke the law and pissed off a few people around here. Especially me. You'll pay the fine, or we'll resolve the situation in another way. Usually you go to the cells, serve some time and then be out. You hope the rats won't bite your ass. And we hope that imprisonment will knock some sense into you. Believe me, we're not so what'll it be? You brought this on yourself. Maybe you'll think twice before causing trouble.
Hello there. It's nice to see you. Really? You walk into the prison and ask the one man... Well, stranger, I'm Flan. Fortunately, I'm not terribly overworked. Now that most people have either left for camp... Oh, was that insensitive? Well, it depends. Take this, for example. We have a beggar here, all mother bless his soul, who figured out that committing only minor offenses... This way, instead of begging on the streets, he gets a roof over his head and a warm meal. How clever must you be to come up with that? Pretty clever. I probably would have done the same if I were him. See you soon. Just behave, so I don't have to guard you too.
Another peaceful moment.
another vessel of flesh wandering the... I sensed the stench of Mut. Was it the church? The druids? Don't answer. All paths lead. You seek the crossroads. Like as if it would save you from what awaits. I am Baharit. It's where the weak gather, desperately cling. It does offer temporary shelter. Your soul is marked by corruption. I can see that. If you seek liberation from the chains of flesh, your life has been nothing but a cosmic joke. Just say the word. Yes. The voice. Excellent.
I see the burden you carry. Though you... What do you require? I assume he fell victim to his own pride and tried to make him typical. That man had no sense of self-preservation. He thought life was driving him. But to me, I'm glad the matter has been handled. I'll even give you something extra for you. And what about his research? The Forebloom. That's incredible. I'd heard the legends, but this journal shows there's truth in them. And Calum, for all his madness, might have been right. If we could find the Forebloom, it could change everything. Oh, my little baby owl. It's clear you're still learning the ways of a true alchemist. Everyone knows the legend of the Forebloom. It's the origin of all plant life in Avalon. The very seed of the weirdness that gave rise to all life as we know it. Without plants, there'd be no animals, no humans, not even the Fore-dwellers. And since life tends to guard itself, the Forebloom has its defenders too. The Strawfathers, the Gloom Fronds. All that protects life from the thoughtless destruction by humans. This proves that the seed of the Forebloom could be the pure spark of life we've been searching for. Ah, I see. So it was all for nothing. We need to keep searching. I won't lie, I was as excited for this as a keeper for venison. But after so many years in the guild, I should be used to the taste of failure. Ah, you're right. Tomorrow's another day. Each of us has our own research to pursue, and that's what counts. May Mother's strong arm embrace you. There's nothing more for us to do together. It's time for you to spread your wings and follow your own path. And if that path leads you to find Phaedros, then your career with the guild will keep progressing. Last I heard, he'd taken quite an interest in the statue of the great beasts near Quanacht. Strange fascination, even by our standards. And yes, my little owl, you're off to find another mad alchemist. But really, what else did you expect from the Alchemists' Guild? We're all a touch eccentric, aren't we? Don't worry about me. I'll focus on my own work. Something tells me our paths will cross again. May Mather strong...